How y'all doing? Bonsoir, bonsoir. What's up? What's up? What's going on, y'all? So we talking about ooh, we talking about my entrepreneurship. We talking about languages, and we talking about the vibe. So I've been calling. Wow, I was a little exhausted, but I got a few people that I called today, like outreach today, to try to get them to sign up for my services, which was pretty good. And I think I'm getting closer and closer to just really securing people that really want to sign up. So this is my second time doing a live today. If y'all want to come join it, y'all can come join and be part of it. This is part 2. This is part 2, y'all, today. And y'all check the videos out. Okay, I got 3 people that actually like because I drank some tea last night. So I got 3 people. I see people coming along. People coming along good. Y'all really following me. I'm blowing up little by little. I am. So what's going on? Who we got? The first person to greet me, who is it going to be? Okay. Nobody yet. We just had a lurker in here. How do you say lurker in French? I just want to say lurker. You would say un observateur. Un observateur. Un observateur ou un lurker. Quelqu'un qui regarde son commenter. Quelqu'un qui regarde son commenter. So y'all lurkers. Okay, what's up? How you doing? Avez-vous déjà reçu une balle? What do you mean a ball? What are you talking about? This I think a ball is this like bullet, right? I think that's what it is. In French, that's what it is. That's a bullet. That's a crazy thing to ask. Who else we got in here? This is just not even the right question. Who else we got in here? Y'all come on in. How's y'all doing? Hey man, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I did some outreach to my business today. I got a couple people that seem like they could be interested. So that's a good thing, but nothing solid yet. And then companies still haven't paid me. I talked about that earlier. Hey, how are you a criminal? It should be illegal looking this good. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. Y'all go and subscribe to the channel. You just subscribed? Okay, let me see. Let me see. I'm just relentlessly getting people to subscribe because I'm building a brand, and when you're building a brand, it's important that you be consistent. So I'm a Southern man from Memphis, and I speak Spanish. Okay, and of course I speak French. I'm from Memphis. I speak Spanish, and you don't get that often. That someone is fluent in Spanish like I am, someone that speak French like I am. You don't get that. You just subscribe. Did you just subscribe? We got 2 people. Y'all keep subscribing. Y'all. I'm trying to get to 5,000. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, y'all. So I'm trying to get to 5,000. I'm very close. Very close. I'm not giving up no matter what it is. Does it show who subscribe you? I mean, name. Yeah, it show me, but not. I have to really look into it. For me to see who subscribe, I have to really look into see who subscribe. But it don't really show me. It don't really show me like unless I look into it. But it do show me. Yeah. But if I just look at the numbers, I just see the numbers. Who else we got? Love from London. Y'all just all over the world. Like, I'm surprised. Like, is this a real thing or is this like fake? I don't know. Y'all all over everywhere. Like, what is going on? I don't know. You said asking people on stream favorite car and why. I would have to say a Mustang. I wanted to get a Mustang at 30 years old, but I never got it. But I always wanted to get one, but it was just so expensive. And yeah, I don't need one right now because I'm in Mexico. So, well, Mexico City. So I don't really need a car now. But I used to want that. Okay, I'm finna block you because somebody saying hello, jackass. They saying something really offensive. You're darker than my humor. Okay, I'm happy to be dark. You live in London? Okay, that's what's up. You live in London, bro. I had so much fun. So, what made you have fun yesterday? Did we turn up in the live yesterday? What made you have fun? Y'all subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. We trying to get to 5,000, y'all. I don't know if nothing to change once I get to 5,000. I'm like, it feel like a jackpot, but YouTube like a lottery ticket. They say YouTube like a lottery ticket. That's what they say. What do y'all think? They say it's like a lottery ticket. That's what they say. Like, I don't know if it's a strategy that people use to blow up on here. I don't know. But one thing I've been noticing is that I be seeing people like showing older people. Like they show like you know what I'm saying? Like people with dementia, and I be seeing them like with a lot of views, you know. And I'm like, why is they, I just never understood it, but it just is what it is. Like I just be seeing them showing like people with dementia and stuff like that, and they record videos of them, and then people be liking it. I'm just saying, just in general, like but I like the videos. I do like the videos. Like I feel like it's cool, but it seems like certain things just blow up depending on what people post. You said, do you cook your noodles al dente or mushy? I'll say al dente. It's not mushy. You speak Spanish? You speak Spanish? Let me see. This guy's saying, yeah, I'm finna. This guy's a jackass. I'm finna block you too, since you saying it. Is there Mox Misters around? I don't know what that is. You should play the lottery also in W. No, I don't want to play the lottery. I don't believe in gambling. I used to gamble, but I'm gonna tell you what used to happen. When I used to go to the casino years ago, I used to lose money and I get mad and be like, man, I could have bought some shoes with it, or I could have bought like it just made me so upset to gamble that do y'all gamble? It just made me upset. Yeah, I just every time I lose, I just would what age you had your first what you my first what? What age I had my first what? ¿Qué edad tenía cuando tuve mi primera qué? J'avais quel âge quand j'avais mon premier quoi? I don't gamble, so you don't get. Yeah, I don't gamble. I gamble once in Nevada, and it's shocking how fast $100, and that's why I also don't drink anymore. Yeah, so somebody told me one time they made a joke. They said that I think it was $100 that I was gonna gamble at the casino, and they was like, I wasn't in there that long, and they was like, you could have just left your car running and just went in there and played and came out. Like it would have just been so fast how fast you lose the money. And that was at 23, but I didn't look at money the same way. I didn't look at it like, hey, what's up, Martin? What's up? I didn't look at it the same way. I was more like young. I was 23. When I first went to the casino, I was 23. What's your favorite two numbers between 5 and 8? And okay, I don't get that. Fentanyl cheaper than alcohol in some places. I'm not doing number doing a live because I'm trying to get some more followers on here. I'm talking about my entrepreneurship business. So that's what I'm doing at this moment. Just trying to get people to subscribe. I've been hard working at this every day. Consistency really pays off if you consistent. You put 2,000 on black and won. Wow, that it sounds like you probably won a fortune. But I think when you gamble, you can get addicted. you can get addicted to gambling. So I just don't do it. It just feel like a waste of time. And then you know that the casinos have a strategy. They strategize on how to set stuff up, because I mean, most people not gonna win, because they have to set it up that way. So because most people don't win, it's like I just don't feel like I feel like don't you said it's gym time tonight. What you talking about? You going to the gym? Oh, leg day. Okay. You asked me a question. Yeah. I'm an uncle to you. You must be young. If I'm an uncle, people call me uncle. I'm good with it. You must be young. Tu eres muy joven. Tu es jeune. So that's how you say it in French. Tu es jeune. T'es jeune. T'es jeune. Tu vas faire le sport. So that's how you say it in French. Tu vas faire le sport. Tu vas faire le sport. And then in Spanish, I would say vas al gimnasio. Right. Tu vas al salle du sport. Tu vas al salle du sport. Yeah, that's how you say it in French, y'all. French, le français, c'est belle, c'est une belle langue. So that's why I call myself Russell Trilingual, for y'all that didn't know, because I'm trilingual. Trilingual. Yeah, but when I was trying to find like clients today, I noticed like a lot of agencies have like all the big contracts. So there's one challenging thing for me because like Spanish is everywhere. There's a lot of demand for it, but it's just like you have to know how to position yourself. What do you know? I don't know. I don't know nothing about Islam. I don't know nothing about that. No, I don't. Y'all gonna subscribe to the channel. I don't know. Like y'all seen the videos that I post? Like I don't know. For some reason, it seemed like it's no connection with the subscribers in the videos I post. It don't really seem like it is. It seemed like it's two separate things. And it seemed like it's just a lot of just young people in here. Like people just saying like really crazy stuff. Jesus loves you. Yeah, this is very unorganized. Like no one is really following nothing that I'm saying. Bro, you subscribe. Okay, where you from? Where you from? Vase. And when did you subscribe? Um I probably don't be on here too long tonight or today. I mean, I'm just trying to check in with y'all a little bit. Um, what's up, Unc? Tom Millions, what's up? How you doing? What brings you to the live? What brings you in here? What brings you here? What brings you in? I mean, I'm so really surprised now that a lot of people actually watch me because at first it was everybody calling me Unc. So y'all make me feel like that y'all young. Like I feel like y'all must be very young if y'all saying Unc. I'm gonna say under 18, maybe. If y'all calling me Unc, y'all must be very young. Go on, hit the subscribe button. Boom. Hit that subscribe button, y'all. All y'all. But y'all must be young. Very young. Right? Y'all gotta be. Cause I get that title now. At first I didn't used to get the title Unc, but I'm not complaining. Hey, gay, you calling me gay? Well, I am, but I mean, Unc, I need $20 just strolling back. Okay, you 23. Oh, it's a respect thing. I didn't notice that. I thought respect. I thought that Unc was more like old, like you old, like your aunt. Like you know. I mean, 23 is pretty young, but I thought so. It's a respect thing, Unc. Because I mean, would you call somebody else 23 Unc? Like if somebody else was 22 or 23, would you call them Unc? Like if they 22 or 24, like around your age, would you call them Unc, or what would you call them? No, but I'm asking, like, what would y'all call them? Like, if somebody is 23 years old and you 22, would you say Unc? That's what I'm saying. You probably wouldn't say that, right? You probably wouldn't say it because they closer to your age, right? But because I'm older, I mean, I'm not old, but I'm older, noticeably older. So it's like you're gonna say Unc to me. Lee Daniel, what's up, Lee Daniel? What's going on? Y'all subscribe, hit that subscribe button so y'all can support the channel. Hit that bell so y'all can see what I post. I post little short videos. You said, bro, if you look 50, then probably would. Oh no, I'm definitely not 50. Like I definitely don't look no 50. But even some people that's 50 don't look 50. Yeah, so some people that's 50 don't look 50. But Unc is definitely more for older people. Like people call me Unc 62. Anybody older is Unc. When I was 20, somebody didn't call me Unc. But I don't even know if that was a thing back then. It could have been, but no one called me Unc in my 20s. Yeah, no one did. I've heard nephew. Yeah, I've heard nephew before. I've heard that. What's up, son? What's up, son? Mm-hmm. Hey, dude, we met Epstein. What's all this about the Epsteins? I don't know nothing about it. You straight out the night? Yeah, I'm straight out the 90s. Yup, you right on it. Go on, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Yup, 90s R&B. My channel is about the 90s, bro. If you older than the person, is Unc. Right, that's what I'm saying. But I wouldn't. If you 24 and somebody at 25, you wouldn't say Unc. It'd have to be like what we'll say, 15 years older. Let me see. Yeah. Like about 15, over 10 years older. Or somebody over 10 years older, then I say Unc. If you over 10 years older than somebody, I would probably say Unc. If it's over 10 years. So 10 years and older, right? I'd probably say Unc. Yeah, about 10 years, right? About 10 years older. I would say Unc. Probably, right? If you 10 years older than somebody. Kind of. But I feel like over 10 years. Like if you 11 years, 12 years old, I feel like it's 10 years ain't just a crazy difference to me once you get a certain age, really. I feel like it's got to be a little over 10. Like once you hit 11 years older, then I'm like, okay, that's Unc right there. That's just kind of how I feel, but not just, you know, Unc, calm down. I feel like I'm a teacher in school and I'm trying to teach some young children. Is your bike a fix it? I don't know what it is. Um, yeah, I was gonna be a teacher before for Spanish. I was gonna go to school to be a teacher, and I did go to school for a minute. And the teacher was like, "You too smart. You too smart to to come here because I already spoke Spanish." But she was just telling me how hard it was to be a teacher. Let me see, bro. We all gonna get, yeah. That's what I'm saying, and I'm hoping. I mean, you gotta hope you get old, right? Hope you get old because not everybody getting old. Not everybody will live to be old. Like your hair. You like my hair, G? You like my hair? You like it? Okay, I appreciate it. Yeah, not everybody will live to be old, but like I said, I'm thankful for being here. You are black. Yes, I'm black. I am black. I speak Spanish. Hablo español. Do y'all speak Spanish? Or do y'all speak French? What happened was like I went when I was 29. Okay, I went to school. I went back to school when I was 29, and I wanted to be a Spanish teacher at first. And I thought about it, right? And I'm like, let me try to go while I'm still in my 20s, which was 29. And when I started going, the teacher was Puerto Rican, and she was she was teaching some very basic stuff. Like she was teaching some very basic stuff, like address, what's my name, what's your name, how it was like very basic stuff. And my Spanish even then was very, very fluent. So she was just like, don't show up, just come to take the exams. So I really barely even opened the book because I already knew the stuff. So it was like, should I go to school for 4 whole years just to be a teacher when I already know Spanish? And they wanted me to take math, English, science, just all this stuff that had nothing to do with teaching. And then she was telling me like the profession. And I'm not saying that, that respect to the teachers, I'm not saying, I don't think it's for everybody, but she definitely was telling me like it's very hard. It ain't what I thought it would be, but I don't think that's really stopped me from going. Because I did go to college in like part of that time. I did go part of the time to college, but I just wanted to be an interpreter, and that's what I do now. Like, cause I already was fluent in Spanish, and then like that's just what I wanted to do. I was like, instead of being a teacher, I just be an interpreter, and I can still be a teacher. I still am a Spanish teacher. I have Spanish on my website, so I didn't have to go to school for 4 years to do it. Because like I said, I already had new Spanish. Like maybe if I had went in and didn't know Spanish or something. But even then, I'm like, why do I have to take all these other classes if I'm just only going to be teaching Spanish? You know what I'm saying? I just thought it didn't make sense. And I'm like, I just didn't finish it. But I did go to college for part of the time, for a short time. And it was okay. My name is Bendover. I can please have a shout out. What's up, Eric? Eric Bendover. What's up? But that this sound like this. Come on, then. This sound like this some type of. Let me see. I'm not wifed up. No, I'm not wifed up. No, I'm not. I'm not. I've already talked about my life and stuff like I already talked about what I talk about. I don't have a wife. I'm not a women. I'm not a woman's man. No, I'm not a woman's man. What happened to my hairline? I'm losing some hair. That's what it is. Yeah, that's trolling. Yeah, it's trolling. That's what I figured when I read it. I wouldn't say a husband. No, not a husband, but definitely I would say someone, but not a husband, no. Wakanda forever. Okay, I don't know. Victoria. Oh man. Guess what? Oh man. I feel like what's the age ranges of the people that's on here? Like, is it anybody that's at least in their 30s? Like anybody? Or is everybody under 21? That's what I'm wondering. I feel like people are probably like definitely under 21. Yeah, I'm gay. 26. Okay, you 26. Okay, you pretty older. Well, young, but over 25, 30s. Geez, dude, I'm not freaking dinosaur. You saying that, and you must be a baby then. You must be like 2 years old or something. I mean, if you saying 30s, but people think 30s is old when they so young. Like they think you 35, bro, but I get mistake. Okay, you get mistaken for 25. Okay. Hit the subscribe button if you're in your 30s, okay? 30s and you over 25. Yeah. Mistaken for 25. Yeah, you could look young. You could look young at really any age. You can. And then it's all about how you carry yourself too. So let me ask this question. Why are y'all on the channel? Like I do language, dance, culture. Language, dance, culture. Yeah, I got gray hair. I do got some gray hair. Yeah, I do. I do. In my 30s, I have it. My first gray hair I got when I was like 30. And I didn't like it at first. I'm like, man, it wasn't really number like one strand, but I was so like I didn't like it. Let me see what this person is saying. Oh my. Jesus is king. He is coming soon, like a thief in the night. He will come. Okay, yeah, this is just a little religious stuff. I just started scrolling through my reels. So you came across. So I guess they popping, they popping, they popping, they popping a lot. They sending my live to everybody. Um, I'm happy though. I'm happy. Um, some really bizarre. It was some really bizarre ones. What's my favorite culture? The black culture. I love the black culture. I love it. I love it. Boys in the Hood. Y'all seen Boys in the Hood before? That's my movie, Boys in the Hood. Poetic Justice. I grew up on that. I grew up on all that. I like all the drama movies and stuff like this. So My culture is the black culture. The southern black culture. The southern, because I'm from the south. Yeah, just you found me in the reels. They must be just pushing me out there to people. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Memphis, Tennessee. Southern man speaks Spanish. Lives in Mexico. He speaks Spanish. He's fluent in Spanish. That's me. I'm fluent in Spanish. If y'all don't believe me, I can speak Spanish, okay? And I also speak French. So Russell Trilingual, 3 languages, dance culture, nostalgia, 90s, okay? When you think of me, you see 90s, you see nostalgia, and you see trilingual. Trilingual brother, 3 languages. Yes. So that is what I am about. So y'all can know. Well, hey, bro, okay? Where you from? A loves human. Is it illegally required? Oh, is it legally? I said illegally required. Is it legally required to smoke a cigarette while speaking French? I never heard of it. I never heard of it. I never heard of it being. I mean, that sound crazy. I mean, yeah. Yeah, but I'm trilingual, y'all. I'm trilingual. And if y'all want Spanish classes, I offer it on russelltrilingual.com. That's why I set up my Spanish classes. It's hard starting a business. It's really, 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 really hard. I mean, it's really hard. Like you gotta keep working at it. You gotta it's hard. So it is. Do you like K-pop? What's K-pop? I don't know what that is. But yeah, it's very hard. It's hard to learn a language, to be honest. Like you learning a language is not really easy. Spanish, I mean, it's you got access to it more if you in the US because there's so many people speak Spanish there, so it is possible to learn, but oh my lord, you didn't say the thing. You don't think AI is gonna take over the interpreter jobs? Over the basic communication. I think the basic communication is going to take over. I think it's already like the very basic stuff, but I think for like legal, like serious stuff, like legal, like emotional stuff, I don't think AI gonna take over that because I mean I think the humans want human connection. You know, they don't want really AI like that. But I think for certain things it can take over, but I mean they still got cashiers. You know what I'm saying? Like in your city, don't they still got cashiers? So I'm like, cashier is very basic compared to interpreting. Because cashier, I mean, it's a very basic skill. I mean, you have auto checkout where you can check out automatically, you know, but they still get cashiers. I just feel like it's a certain human element that, you know, that just can't be replicated. And I don't even think it'll be healthy to just replace everything with AI. So I'm gonna say no, it's not gonna replace it. But I feel like it's gonna be a tool. Like AI is a tool for us interpreters, you know. Like ChatGPT, I can look up stuff, you know, if I want to, but or Google, this kind of could be, I guess, like an AI tool too, you know. Cause like I said, as an interpreter, I don't know no interpreter knows every word, you know, but as you become more experienced, the more you know. But my Spanish is very, very good. I just nobody on here don't speak to me in Spanish, you know, nobody don't. But it's very good. And I got the southern swag, you know. So it's like, you know, Spanish with a southern twist, you know. Spanish with a southern twist because I'm fluent in Spanish. French, I don't feel like my French is good as Spanish, but I still speak it, you know. Homosexual, okay, yeah, welcome. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. If you're not yet. Anybody in here interested in learning a language or do you speak any other language than English? Anybody? Hey, you got that black in my house. I don't know what you talking about. You talking about some it's crazy. But anybody else in here speak another language other than English? Tu parles le français? OK. Mais ça écrit avec un U. Is what he. Oh. I mean, I know. So you speak broken Spanish, okay? That's what's up. Yeah, but I don't speak Spanish. I speak Spanish though. Oh, somebody want me to speak Spanish, but no, I never got went skiing. No, I never have. I never have before. Mm-mm. All right. Anybody else speak another language? Africans. I don't know. Anybody else speak another language other than English? Like I should speak it. Oh, I should go. I would go. I mean, yeah, my job got to pay me first, y'all. Cause like I said, they delayed in my payments. They don't want to pay me, so I'm like, I'm trying to fight with them right now. I'm fighting with them, trying to get them to act right. African. It's a language. Okay, yeah, I have heard of language. I don't speak that. I just speak French. Like I need to work on it really. I say I'm a B1. I'm probably like a B1, like a intermediate, in French. But I think teaching is going to help me to improve, and then just watching stuff on the internet. But my main language is Spanish because I live in Mexico, so and I've been here almost 6 years, so my Spanish is really tight. But people think because I'm black, they think I don't speak Spanish. They think because I'm black and I got this southern accent, they think I don't speak Spanish, which is unfortunate because skill wise, I'm very good. You know, it's like a boxer. You know what I'm saying? A boxer could be really good skill wise or not good skill wise, but skill wise in Spanish, I'm very, very, very good skill wise. Do you go to Canada or the US? I go to US, but I've been to Canada before. I went to Montreal and I spoke French. Yes, I was happy, but it was boring. It was boring when I went at 30. When I was 30 years old, I went and it was just so boring. I'm just be honest. Maybe now I probably be alright. Because at that time I was like, I mean, I still party, but it was like, nah, I probably still be bored. I ain't gonna even lie. I mean, if it's like the weekend or something and I knew somebody there, like a friend there, so it was like, all right. But it still was kind of just boring. But I think if I went now and I go with somebody, it'll be probably kind of better, you know. But just when I went by myself, but I knew somebody there, it was just I liked the fact that I could speak French, because I was able to speak French with people there. They French was sort of kind of different. But I never wanted to just run back there real fast. Like I just was like, it was cool when I was there, but it wasn't something I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back next year, or I'm gonna go. It was like a one time thing. But I'm not against going back. What's there to do in Canada anyway? Have relations with a moose? Crazy. No, I mean in Canada it was just not really much. Like it was just really dry, flat. I mean, I seen a play there, a play in French in Montreal. People to me were very cold. They wasn't really just open and warm. Like they was the same way as the weather. They was cold just like the weather. So like I said, it was all right. It was okay. Like I said, I only been one time and that was it. Yeah, because I think I went to Mexico first and then I went to Canada. That's what I did. I did like a little short 3-day trip in Mexico. At the time, it was in Puerto Vallarta. And then from there, I'm like, I'm gonna just go right to Canada. And the temperature just was cold when I got to Canada. It's just very cold. I even got sick at the time, but I don't really know wilderness. It wasn't no wilderness there. It was like a city because it was Montreal. It was a city, so it wasn't. Okay. Anybody else that has not subscribed to my channel yet? Anybody else that has not subscribed yet? Okay, we need one more subscriber and we'll be at 45-30. We just need one more person to be at 45-30. This is just one more person. That's it. I'm working on this thing, man. It's hard. It's hard, but I don't know. It just seemed like it's easy to get people to subscribe just since I got like this live, man. But we just need one more person to subscribe that hasn't subscribed yet. Mm-hmm. Am I that person? I mean, I'm not trying to make people subscribe. I feel like I would want people to genuinely subscribe. You know, if you like anything about the channel, you know, I understand random people just kind of scrolling and sort of kind of finding the live, but I mean, ideally, I would prefer you to genuinely like me or the channel or something. You know, I would prefer. You know, but I'm just still pushing it, so you know, so people can, you know. I'm pushing it. That's what I came to do. So you could be that person. Yeah, you could be that person. Where you from, Debbie? Where you from? God bless you too, Nims. God bless you too. God bless you. What's up, Ad? What is it, Ad Key? Ever been out the continent America? No, I never been out the continent America. No, I never. That's interesting. I actually never have. But I wanted to go to France. I still haven't been went yet. You said, how'd you say my name? I don't know. Adkiet, welcome to the stream. This creator takes part of YouTube's LGBT safe spaces. Feel free. Yeah, feel free to express yourself. Yeah, definitely. Oh, you was already a subscriber? Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Like, I can't really tell who subscribed and who didn't, you know. How are you, man? I'm good. I'm great. I'm great. I'm just trying to promote my business. I'm trying to get some clients, Spanish, English interpretation. And that's the only thing. Hey, meet Mediter, P Mediter. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. And it's hard. It's hard trying to start three languages. I speak three. Je parle trois langues. Je parle l'espagnol, le français, et l'anglais. Bonsoir tout le monde. Je suis là. On va parler en français ou en espagnol? Okay. Greetings from Oklahoma. Please say a bottle of water. Why a bottle of water? What are you going to do after? What do you mean? Like after what? Thanks for saying that. Mucho gusto. Mucho gusto, manito. ¿Hablas español? Do you speak Spanish? Nice. I speak English and German. I'm learning. So y'all on the right channel. If you a language person, I talk in English, Spanish, and French. I dance and I do 90s nostalgia. So if you like to dance, you like 90s nostalgia, or you like languages, you're on the right place. That's the whole thing of my channel. In Mexico, I'm a southern man, southern boy, southern man. Yes. Yes, subscribe, yeah. Sí, manito, y tú también. Sí, también hablo español también. ¿De dónde eres, Numan? ¿De dónde eres? Dime. Sí, see how fluent my Spanish is. And see how you heard the southern accent like that. Y luego puedo hablar español así. ¿Por qué? Pues lo aprendí. Claro que sí. And then I can just speak like I'm from the South because there's my accent. You know what I'm saying? My accent is a southern, you know? Like one time, a person thought I was two different people because they didn't see me. Je ne parle le français, pero yo aprendo español. Dang, somebody big and somebody said subscribe to him, please. Which state? I'm from Tennessee. A hug from Mexico to Brazil. Brazil, you speak Portuguese? Fala português? How you say that? Fala português? Tu fala português? Hey, nice from Florida. I'm Floridian. Nice to meet you. So yeah, I do speak Spanish. ¿Tú sigues ahí, hermanito? ¿Tú sigues ahí? ¿Tú sigues ahí? Tennessee, muy bien. Ok, pero no me dijiste de dónde eres tú. ¿De dónde eres? Y'all see my Spanish is good. I can speak good Spanish. What do y'all think? My accent is different when I speak English than when I speak Spanish. Like it's different. Like it's not the same. Like es que mi voz cambia, no sé. Como es diferente. Did your parents teach you those three or did you learn? I learned on my own. And then I've been in Mexico for 6 years. It'll be 6 years next month that I have been living in Mexico. 6. And French, I learned it on my own just from watching movies, watching TV shows. I put my phone in French. So I'm an interpreter. I've been a Spanish interpreter for, let me see, a total of 12 years because I was doing in person. But over the phone, I would say about like, let me see, let me see, 2020, 2, 3. About 6 years, 6 years over the phone. So every day I've been speaking Spanish for a very long time. Yep. So, but and people just really confused because they like he black and they think I don't speak Spanish, but pero yo los sorprendo, yo les caigo la boca cuando dicen tú eres negro, tú no hablas español, yo les caigo la boca porque pues obviamente hablo español muy bien y se nota en mi forma de hablar, pues aunque tengo el acento sureño en inglés, pero mi español es increíble, mi gente, impecable, hablo muy bien y trabajé muy duro para poder hablarlo bien. You said black people speak Spanish too. A lot of Spanish people are mixed. True, true. But I come from a different breed because like I learned on my own, like and I learned probably what like as a teenager. Yeah, that's when I had started learning. So it ain't just like I was raised around it like that. I really well, you know what? Now that I'm really thinking about it, I mean, even though later in life I did learn, I mean, I pretty much put myself in a position where, okay, I gotta know it, you know. You said, I'm sorry for you learning French. It's a truly excruciating language. Yeah, I'm trying to improve. J'essaie de m'améliorer en français. J'essaie de m'améliorer en français. Parfois, j'écoute de la musique ou je regarde des films en français. Mais même si je n'habite, même si je n'habite dans un pays où les gens parlent en français, j'essaie de parler en français avec moi-même, à toute seule. J'essaie de faire ça parfois. Euh, mais je crois que mon niveau en français, c'est un B1. Je crois que c'est un B1. Mais ça peut changer très vite parce que si je commence à regarder quelque chose euh, ou de lire quelque chose en français pour améliorer. Pour améliorer. Oui, bien sûr, bien sûr. Niveau, yes, I mean niveau, which is level, level, like nivel. So niveau is level. In French, niveau. Right. So you can obviously see that I'm at least conversational in French, right? So you have the social proof that I'm Russell Trilingual. That's why I call myself Russell Trilingual, y'all, because I'm trilingual. Yeah, Russell Trilingual. You can understand a bit what I say. Tu comprends ce que je dis? Tout vient d'où? Tout vient d'où? Do you understand it? Tout vient d'où? Tout vient d'où? I'm just trying to see if I got another subscriber. Okay, I got another 2 subscribers. Much love, y'all. Okay, so tu parles le français? Do you speak French? You just subscribed tu es déjà abonné. Tu es déjà abonné. I wonder did I say that right? Tu es déjà abonné. I'm finna look it up. Tu es déjà abonné. Tu es déjà abonné. Remember that. Let me see. Are you already subscribed? Subscribe in French. Tu es déjà. I'm just trying to see if I said it right. I like to check sometimes. Oh, dang. I'm really good, y'all. I said it right. Tu es déjà abonné. Like, I said it right. Wow. So I don't know, like my French, like I be feeling like I don't have the confidence sometimes, but it really be so good. Like my French is really good. Like tu es déjà abonné. Yeah, like I'm happy, y'all, because it's like I just got a natural talent for languages, you know, like I just get it. No, je ne parle français un petit, je comprends. About French, I do speak it, but I regret learning it. I've been to Paris, tried speaking with them. They just said Alice Allemand and then started speaking so bad English. It was okay, okay. So yeah, like you know, French is not I know a lot of people speak French, but at the same time, Spanish is just that language where, you know, everywhere you go you can really find people to speak Spanish, you know. But I want to make sure I keep French in my brand. Like French is going to continue to be part of my brand, Russell Trilingual, because I love French. I love French. So it's gonna continue to be part of my brand. But I get what you mean, Like you felt like they didn't really cater to you, or they didn't really like speak it to you like that. I appreciate y'all for subscribing though. I'm gonna actually watch some in French tonight. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all subscribe to the channel. Abonnez-vous. Abonnez-vous. So how you say subscribe in French? Abonnez-vous. Abonnez-vous. Or you can say abonne-toi. Like if you want to say it like formal. See, I'm already teaching French, y'all. If you want to say abonne-toi, it's informal. If you want to say abonnez-vous, abonnez-vous means formal, like subscribe. Abonnez-vous si tu n'es pas encore abonné. Right? Did I say that right? Let me see. Abonnez-vous si tu n'es pas encore abonné. I'm gonna look it up. Subscribe if you have not yet subscribed. I just like to check my stuff to see if let me see. I'm finna check, y'all. I'm right here. I'm just trying to see. Abonnez-vous. Yeah, no, abonnez-vous. You say it different. Abonnez-vous si tu n'es pas encore. Abonnez-vous si ce n'est pas encore fait. Oh, okay. Well, abonnez-vous si ce n'est pas encore fait. Well, I think I still said it right. Abonnez-vous if you have not subscribed. If you have not, let me see. Subscribe if you have not subscribed. Let me see y'all subscribed yet in French. Let me see. But you said it different. It's ABONNE, then like a little dash TOI. Okay, I did say it right. Yeah, I did say it right, y'all. It's just see abonne-toi si tu n'es pas encore abonné. Yeah, I said it right. Like thing about a language is you don't have to say things word for word right. Long as you say the context right, I mean, you good. You know what I'm saying? And I think when we learn languages, I think we want to say word for word everything 100% correct. The way I said it still was right. I still could have been understood by somebody in France because I did say it right. I'm just looking over here and it's so close. Like I'm talking about like 99% close. So for y'all learning the language, do not worry about trying to say things word for word. Try to talk context so people can understand what you're saying. You probably don't even speak your native language 100% correct, but it's just when it comes to a foreign language, you just panic. But long as you very close and you got like 90% of that message, I mean, I feel like even 80%, I mean, you still good. Even 70. So I think if you have that type of thing in mind to where like, okay, I don't have to necessarily be perfect. I don't have to be like no native. I can take my time with it, no pressure. I think that, she will be good, You said my English is like 95% correct and I'm from the state. Right. But I'm just saying, like with any language, if you learning, what's up, Joe Hollywood? With any language that you learning, I'm just saying it don't have to be like no 95% correct. As long as you good enough to where you being understood is really the main point. Keep practicing and you're gonna eventually get better. It just take time to learn a language, It ain't just overnight. What's up, Barb? Was it Barber? As long as it's right, it's only right. As long as it's understandable language. Let me take a screenshot of that comment. Yeah, as long as it's understandable language is communication. It's like interpreting, right? Like when I get in Spanish and stuff like that, I really a lot of the times can understand the context of what somebody's saying, because even in English, sometimes a person could use a certain word that, here and there at certain times you like, okay, but I understand the context of what they're saying. So, like, long as you can understand the context, try to think about the context, not the words. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to just be perfect right then and there. It take time to really, ain't nobody really ever perfect. Even people that's native French speakers, people that speak Spanish, like you'll be so surprised. People that speak Spanish and they speak it incorrectly, and it's so difficult to interpret that because it's like you really have to listen really carefully to the context as much as you can. You might have to ask them a question like, "Is this what you're trying to say?" Somebody said one time. Let me try to think about what it was. In Spanish, they said something. I'm trying to think. Me tumbaron. Me tumbaron. They was trying to say because tumbar means like you like knock somebody off something, like you knocked me off, like tumbar. And they was trying to use that to say something was canceled. Instead of saying they canceled it, they was like they threw me off of it. But I still could understand because of the context in Spanish. So I'm like, okay, I understand what this person's saying. So it's crazy, but you would be amazed at how many native people of native languages just speak incorrectly. And they like it's nothing. Like they don't feel like they speak incorrectly. It's just how they speak. And they may be only understood very well by people that's used to speaking with them. You know what I'm saying? They may not, but like I say, me being an interpreter, I have to listen to so many different dialects, like different accents and stuff like that. So, you know, I feel like I more than just speak Spanish. I'm like a Spanish specialist or something because I don't even feel like I'm really even in it. I'm like a language coach. I'm a language coach, y'all. So I feel like I'm more than an interpreter. An interpreter is an interpreter, but Russell is a language coach. So you got y'all language coach right here. She also a 90s coach, a 90s nostalgia coach, all of that. This part of my brand, Russell Trilingual. You said identifying themes is very important because you can think of an answer that's on topic. Right. I agree with you. You don't have to speak correctly all the time because being correct all the time usually sounds textbook and a bit too formal. I like a bit of incorrectness, but still a right. That's what it had to be. Yeah. That's just what it is. And I'm not gonna lie. Like when I first started learning Spanish, I was very pressured. Like, man, I'm probably saying it incorrectly. Like I was overthinking, like a lot of overthinking. But once I just really got into the flow of it, after so many years and really just like right now, it's very natural that I can speak Spanish. French, I got to kind of think a little bit more because, like I said, I'm not around it every day. But like I say, I am at least about a B1, somewhere like that. I'm definitely not a beginner in French, so I think that's enough to teach people. As long as I'm not a beginner, like I'm definitely more than a beginner. But I think more people want to learn Spanish if they living in the U.S. or if we have any Americans coming to Mexico. I would think that they want to learn Spanish, right? So it's just more of a demand for Spanish. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I like speaking French too because it's just different. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee. Go ahead, hit the subscribe button. If y'all haven't hit the subscribe button, go on, hit it. Hit it. If y'all haven't. On my page, I will teach languages. I will be dancing. That's what I do on my page. If you love, no me hablas español. Yeah, hablo español. Yeah, I speak Spanish. It's part of my brand. Russell Trilingual is my brand. RT vibes. So if you like any one of those languages, I teach them. And then I do 90s nostalgia. I love Mama's Family. Y'all might not know about it, but Mama's Family was my show growing up. Yeah, even though it's an 80s show, but I talk about like the old stuff and then I ask questions like nostalgic questions, like I think I asked one time, if you could go back to 1998, what would you do? Like what would you do different if you can go back? Like if you woke up tomorrow and it was 1998, what would you do? Like I asked the question on the video that I did. So that's pretty much the gist of my hey Miss Lady, thank you for the comment. I hope you already subscribed. I read y'all comments. So if y'all comment, I be reading them. Yep, I be reading y'all comments. So y'all comment, y'all like, y'all subscribe, tell your mama, daddy, auntie, or grandma, whatever. But yeah, I read all y'all comments. You said, let me see. I would learn Spanish because part of my family is Spanish, but Puerto Rican Spanish is fast and has a lot of difficulties. Right, it is. It is fast. It's hard because of the way they talk. I think they use like different. What they use like the R for the L or something like that. but I wanted to learn. Okay, well, you can go on my website and you actually set up a consultation with me, and I will teach you Spanish. You can go on there. My consultation is free, 15 minutes, and you can actually book a session with me. Okay. But I do a little Spanish on TikTok. TikTok and YouTube. I do like a short reel on here. But if you want to actually book on my site, you can go to russelltrilingual.com. Yep, and just set up on Calendly and we can have a conversation. Well, 15 minutes, we see we see what level or what you're playing, and then we just will set up something. You said, mi nombre no está en tu hablas inglés. Sí hablo inglés también. ¿De dónde eres, amigo? ¿De dónde eres, amigo? So I'm saying, where are you from, friend? ¿De dónde eres, amigo? Yeah. See, I'm there. I'm saying I got that southern swag with a Spanish twist. Yeah. So, es todo lo que sabes. Oh, man. Pues, qué bien, qué bien. Por lo menos hablas algo de español. Claro. Pero como yo comenté, I'm finna say just what I said to Miss Lady. I'm finna say that in Spanish. Watch this. So, si tú quieres reservar una clase conmigo, te puedes meter a mi página y tú puedes reservar una clase conmigo en español y te puedo enseñar. Aunque también subo videos en español aquí en YouTube, tú también puedes meterte a mi página y puedes reservar una clase privada conmigo y podemos ver cómo está tu nivel en español y podemos desarrollar un plan para que yo pueda enseñarte español. I gotta get out proof that I speak Spanish because some people could be like, oh, he doesn't speak Spanish. You're like, I gotta get out proof because I want people to know. I've been in Mexico almost 6 years now. Look at that, 6 years. I've been almost here 6 years. So, like a high five and a one. Do I take a translator? Mm-mm. I am the interpreter. Yeah, that's what I did. What I do is that, like, people call me. It could be doctors' offices, and I speak Spanish. I help them understand. So, and I've been doing this for 6 years over the phone. And before that, I did it when I lived in Memphis, but I did it in person. So I have to know like advanced terminology. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of people told me, you better than some of the natives because, like I said, I gotta know more than just the basic everyday Spanish and the basic communication. I have to know more than it because I deal with doctor's office, legal type stuff. So I have to really know. Right. So you just not getting, I'm a language specialist, okay? I'm not just a teacher. I'm a language coach, okay? So, but I when I first came to Mexico, I did most of my videos in Spanish. And I just did it because I was like so obsessed with it. I'm like, I just want to this because I was just new in Mexico. But now it's just like I do it sometimes in Spanish. But I kind of wanted to connect more with like people that like, because my brand is Russell Trilingual. And I feel like a lot of like my emotion and just like my upbringing is English. You know what I'm saying? So I just like a lot of stuff I do in English, but I still like this Spanish twist. So it's just a matter of just finding your voice. And like I say, I really found my voice more now than then. So and then je parle le français aussi, so I speak French too. Je parle le français. Mon français ne c'était pas comme mon espagnol, mais je parle le français aussi. Ça fait déjà 6 ans que j'habite au Mexique. So I speak French too. I feel like my French is not as good as Spanish, but I'm at least an intermediate, I would say, like at least about a good B1 in French. But that's why I'm called Russell Trilingual. I'm called Russell Trilingual because of it, because of Southern background, and I speak 3 languages, right? And I got the Southern accent. Like they just, I don't care how many languages I speak, it don't go away. It just don't go. But people love it though. But that is definitely something that I own. You said, oh, so you knew what Bad Bunny was saying. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. No, I didn't watch it. I didn't even watch it. The last time I watched the Super Bowl, I liked it when Janet Jackson was on there. I'm gonna be honest. Like I haven't really watched it much after her because probably Madonna or something like that. But like I'm not a football person, so I didn't even watch it. You said he's more Southern than I am. Yeah, I'm very Southern. So that to me, that's what stand out about me. Like I say, people think because I'm black that I don't speak Spanish. They be thinking like I don't speak it, and then it's confusing because my accent is so like Memphis and so Southern, and it's like, but I do speak Spanish. That was a long time ago. That's what I'm saying. I do not watch the Super Bowl like that. Like I don't like yeah, I just don't. Like it's just not my thing. Like I don't have to, I may have watched when Beyonce was on there or something, but yeah, I don't, I'm just not into it. But I would have understood what he was saying, I'm sure. But at the same time, Bad Bunny has a different Spanish, like I didn't listen to it, but I'm sure I would have understood. I just, like I said, I just didn't listen to it. But his Spanish is definitely on the more improvised, really street. What is he from? I don't know. But yeah, I'm sure I would have understood. But it's just different. Like I'm sure some things he probably say that you can't even translate, type thing. Puerto Rican is Puerto Rican, right? Yeah, like Puerto Rican Spanish can be hard to understand, even if you fluent in Spanish, even if you native, they could be hard. But I'm used to dealing with them more now than before. So I think that I definitely can understand more now. Yeah, he performed a whole song. Yeah, a whole song in Spanish. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I didn't tune into that. Hopefully I might be on the Super Bowl one day, right? I might be on there. I might be on there. Super Bowl. Russell Trilingual will be on the Super Bowl tonight. But nah, yeah, I didn't watch it. Yeah, but thank you for being here, Miss Lady. I read your comments. I see your comments. Well, I guess what make you follow me? What do you like about the channel? Because I stand for language, culture, and yeah, language, culture, and vibes. Yeah, language, culture, vibes. So they could be nostalgia type things. That's just what I do. And I'm sure you probably see me doing like the nostalgia 90s stuff, throwback stuff. And then I combine it with the languages and of course my southern accent. I look like LeBron. People say that I look like LeBron. Some people say that. I want to see more vibes like you feel me. What do you mean by that? Like how I feel you? What do you mean? Do you even lift? What you mean? Do I lift? I don't know. I don't understand y'all comments. More vibes like you feel me. You have a lot of 90s. Right, right. Yeah. You have a lot of 90s and take it back to right. That's what I stand for. Like, so you see, like a lot of stuff I post is gonna be like 90s and it'll be some 80s, possibly early 2000s. That's what I post. I'm happy that you on here because I'd be wondering, like, okay, what are people at that comment? Because I see y'all comments, but I'm like, when I do the live, I'm like, well, where are they? I'm like, where y'all at? Because I want to actually talk to them. Let me see. Like vibes, like you feel me. Like, okay, Backstreet. Yeah, I love the Backstreet Boys. Yeah, I love the Backstreet Boys. Some of the songs I grew up on. I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Like that's the song right there. And I was really like, I think in the 4th grade when it came out. Like I was really young when it came out. Let me see. I think you grew up. I grew up in the 90s. Yeah, I did grow up in the 90s. I grew up. I felt like I barely caught it though. Like I talk about a lot of 90s stuff, but I barely caught it. But I still have visuals, mental visuals from the 90s, like in experiences from the 90s. Yeah, because I was born 88. So, by the time I was 10, it was the end of the 90s. So I'll say I probably caught from like 95, like 94, and certain little early members, even from 91. But yeah. Uh yeah, I'm still young. I'm still young. Yeah. In 98, I was 10. So like I said, I almost caught only 88. Yeah, that's when I was born. I was born in 1988. Yeah. So when I see 93, I think about the Coneheads. Because I remember the movie The Coneheads. But yeah. No, I'm not even 40. I'm not 40. I mean, I don't have that long. Wow, I'm an 80s baby. You an 80s baby? I'm an 80s baby. Yeah. Are you early 80s or mid 80s or late 80s? I'm a late 80s baby. But yeah, but I always say we have a good generation because it's like we still was able to catch a lot. You know what I mean? Like, because I was born in '88, I feel like I still caught of a lot of stuff. You know, like firsthand. You know what I'm saying? Firsthand, because I know you can talk about stuff to the younger generation, but it's like ain't nothing like when you live that experience firsthand. Don't y'all agree with that? Like living that experience firsthand is just something you just can't really, AI cannot copy. You know what I'm saying? They got like a lot of AI stuff going on, but I feel like living that firsthand experience is just, it's just different. And we got those memories in our head, those shows that was coming on and stuff like that. And then it's really a difference you being growing up in the early 80s and the late 80s is different. I'm getting goosebumps from talking about it. Like I love the past stuff. But yeah, growing up in the early 80s is different than the late 80s because my brother was born 83. So my brother he just has certain memories that I just don't have because he was born in 83. So it's like a big difference between those years. Like he got a lot more earlier 90 memories, there's clear memories. And then I got more like maybe late 90s more, kind of mid 90s. Like I'm gonna be honest, I grew up on Xena Warrior Princess. I grew up on Xena Warrior Princess. I grew up on Martin. Martin, that was the show, but I didn't watch Martin as much as the grown people because, like I said, I was a little kid. I watched um, Family Matters. Like Family Matters, I grew up on that. I don't know if y'all grew up on that, but I definitely grew up on that. So, like I say, even though I speak 3 languages, y'all, I grew up in the hood of Memphis, Tennessee. Like I grew up in the hood. Black, wasn't nobody around speaking Spanish at the time I grew up. So that's why I'm like, dang, I speak Spanish today. Like it said, if we had the internet back then, we probably would have took over the world. We did have the internet. We did have the internet. And I can remember my cousin had a compact computer. If you remember Compact, that brand, and he bought it from Radio Shack. Like this one, Radio Shack was just popping, and we had it. And like I said, it's just crazy how now we got the phones, but at that time, that computer was just like, man, everything you could do everything on it. To us back then, we used to go on there play little games and stuff, and we used to. I mean, your experience may be different than mine, maybe not like this. It was basic. It was basic. So what year are you talking about? Like with the internet? Like I'm talking about maybe 1998, maybe 99, around that 2000. This kind of the internet that I remember. You said I was raised in the age of the internet, still grew up with some of the 90s stuff like the super. Oh my God. I definitely, yes, yes, yeah. I'm gonna tell y'all this story, y'all. Man, like I was bad. I was a little bad child. I was not like in the house. I was outside. I'm like, I did not want to come in. And they bought a Super Nintendo for me, and it kept me in the house. Like it kept me in the house. It like straightened my behavior up. But they got that from the pawn shop. They had got my back then. It was from the pawn shop because I think that was in the 90s. And when I looked up when the Nintendo came out, it was in 91. I'm like, what, the Super Nintendo? And I didn't have it to probably like 96 maybe, or was it 95? It was somewhere around that time. I didn't have it till like later, but I was happy. You look like so kind. Yeah, I'm so kind. I am a kind person. Y'all hit the subscribe button if y'all not subscribed to it yet. Yeah, like I say, I'm working on a few things. I'm trying to grow my business. I'm doing the nostalgia stuff. I'm doing the languages. But like I say, languages, culture and vibe is the thing that I represent. Y'all. Language, when you think of language and cultures and vibe, Russell Trilingual. There you go. I don't like teaching stiff textbook Spanish, stiff textbook French. I like teaching like something real. You know what I'm saying? You said Street Fighter. What year y'all think? I don't know. I mean, I don't know what year. I think you did comment, but was it? I don't know. Street Fighter was so good, and Mario, yeah. Street Fighter was good. Yeah, I remember that. Mortal Kombat. I was more like Mortal Kombat. Yeah, that was the game. I don't really play games no more. It's like games just was. I don't know if games was different back then, or I don't know if I'm just not as interested as I used to be. Now I only speak 3 languages. I speak 3 languages. I'm saying only, but really, to me, if you speak more than one language, that's really a lot for me. I mean, if you just speak more than one language, and especially 3. Like I know some people be like they speak like 10 languages, 5 languages, and stuff like that. I mean, but I'm done at 3. Like I'm good at 3. I've thought about Arabic before, but I don't know. It's just I think I'm good at 3 languages. Oh, 2001, man. Yeah, that's very young. That's very young for me. Like back then, I had like a lot of memories about 2001. Like, but it still was sort of kind of 90s feeling a little. Do y'all think 2001 was still kind of felt like the 90s a little bit? But it kind of was still different. You know what I'm saying? Like, but 2001 sort of kind of felt like somewhat like the 90s. Right, kind of, but not. It was kind of different. You speak 7 languages. Wow, this cool. I appreciate y'all for interacting. I wasn't alive. You wasn't alive in 2001. Well, when you were born. Yeah, but like I said, the year is just going by fast. Like 2001 was really a very long time ago. Really, at this point. Yeah, it was a long time. Are you Swifty? What do you mean, Swifty? Years later, brother. Oh yeah. So you must be real young if you was born in after 2001. Yeah, but what's some of the shows, the 90s shows y'all grew up on? Like the people that grew up in the 90s. Like I already said I grew up on Family Matters. I grew up on Martin. You know, Martin was their show. Hey Nate, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. I don't know, TV's just not the same no more. I don't know if it's just not, I just think it's just so much now. It's just I don't know. Like, what do y'all think? I just think I'm an interpreter, a professional Spanish interpreter. I'm a language coach. Yeah, I just think it's just, I just think, I don't know. Because sometimes I wonder, like, is it just because I'm older now and I may not have the same, interest in watching TV like I used to be? Or is it just, I think it's one thing, it's just so much on now. It's not, you got the phone, you got just so many things. So I think it, and then I'm gonna say another thing. I think these reels, these little short reels and stuff, and I do reels. I think that kind of mess with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it just don't seem like it's the same. We ain't know nothing about no reels in no 90s. Like what was a reel in the 90s? Like a reel on your like no, we didn't know nothing about that. Sis, but all language is from my country, only except English. Okay, okay. Thanks for sharing it. Feel like all millennials and older Gen Z get the older burnout. Hmm. Yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't know if it's just me though. These days, it is more online platform focused. Right, right. I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm so burnt out. Like I can't. Like I got my own platform and stuff like that, but I just don't keep up with new shows and stuff like that. Like I just, you know, I'll probably watch something in French or something because I love French. Sometimes in Spanish too, but I'm trying to really work on my French more. I know I watch you in the museum, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Real back in the 90s was like reeling in the fish. It was like reeling in the fish. Yeah, it just wasn't the same. It wasn't no online platforms, it wasn't no Facebook, no MySpace. It wasn't none of that back then. And I think it was a better time because of the simplicity of things. It's like now to me, I'm gonna be honest, it'd be so overwhelming, like just looking at so much stuff. That's why I guess as long as you use the internet and kind of look at stuff that you can relate to, don't just look at this because they putting stupid stuff on the internet now. Just some crazy stuff, and I don't pay attention to all of that. How did you learn English, bro? You so well. English is my first language. I'm a native English speaker. I'm from the South, so you mean how did I learn Spanish and French? I'm a late Gen Z. These new kids confuse me, honestly. Okay, so what you was born in 2005 or something like that? I'm gonna just throw that out. My country has 121 languages. Okay. Yeah, but I'm old to some people. To some people, I'm old. To the very young. Yeah, but I just so you was born in, yeah, je parle le français. Tu parles le français aussi? Somebody asked me, do I speak French? Look, Vous parlez français. I think he speaks. If I start speaking French, y'all, I'm trying to just communicate because I like to communicate. J'aime parler en français. J'adore parler en français. Tu parles le français. So you were born not even 2005. Oh my God, you must be a child if you was born like much later, like 2010 or something. Like yeah, but yeah, I speak French. I can't even really see who up in the room though, who up in the chat room. I can't even see. Like it don't even show me this who in here, which is crazy. I see y'all watch my video. I did a video of teaching Spanish. Miss Lady, you could have watched the video. I don't know if you watched it yet, but you can watch it. But it's short. It's short, but it's teaching in English how to say things in Spanish. It's like me hanging clothes outside. It said, oui, j'habite à Paris, mais je suis, oh, tout suis africain aussi. Qu'est-ce que tu t'as mené ici? Qu'est-ce que tu as mené ici? Comment est-ce que tu as trouvé mon chien, mon frère? So I'm asking how he found my. I'm gonna just let him answer that because I want to see if he understand, which I'm sure he do. Yeah, comment est-ce que tu as trouvé mon chien? Par So par what that means is like casually, like he casually found it. Par Okay, tu es déjà abonné? Tu es déjà abonné à mon chien? Ou pas encore? See y'all, I'm telling y'all, social proof, y'all, social proof. I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm around Spanish just all day, so I'm like, OK, abonne-toi si tu n'es pas encore abonné. Ce que je fais, je parle en français, je parle espagnol et l'anglais. L'anglais, c'est ma langue maternelle. Et je fais des vidéos de les années 90. Je danse et j'enseigne le français, l'espagnol. Abonne-toi pour ne rater pas les vidéos. So y'all got social proof that I'm trilingual, y'all. I love it. It makes me so happy. Yeah, je suis je suis très heureux. Je suis heureux. Yeah, I'm proving. Yeah, I'm proving because I don't want them to think je ne mens pas, je ne mens pas. Je parle bien le français. He said for sure, man. Yeah, so I gotta get y'all this social proof. I'm happy. I'm so happy. Like I feel goosebumps. Les chairs de poule, like how you say it? Les chairs de poule. Jesus loves you even with we're okay, I appreciate that. Let me see. Tu es déjà abonné, mon frère, mon frère. Ah, ok, il est déjà abonné. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup, merci infiniment, mon frère. Tu viens d'Afrique. Et qu'est-ce que tu aimes? Qu'est-ce que tu aimes faire? Tu parles le français? Tu parles quelle autre langue? Tu parles autre langue? Oh, he said, ah, j'habite à Paris. So, tu habites à Paris. OK. Je voulais connaître, je voulais voyager à Marseille, mais je ne le fais pas encore. Mais je veux le faire. Right. So thank y'all for y'all likes and thanks for subscribing. Yeah. So I think, je crois que c'est tout pour ce soir. I think I'm going to, let me see. Je vous prie, je parle anglais, italien, français, arabe. OK, très bien. Très bien. Tu parles combien de langues? So, tu parles quatre langues. Tu parles quatre langues. Oh, OK. Incroyable, mon frère. Tu parles quatre langues. Oui, 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 bien sûr, mais bien sûr. Comme j'ai dit sur mon chien, je fais des vidéos des années 90. Je danse, je danse, je danse. Et je parle trois langues. Pour cela, je m'appelle Russell Trilingual. C'est mon nom, Russell Trilingual. Oui, et je suis originaire de Memphis, Tennessee, mais j'habite au Mexique, mon frère. Oui. So I'm just telling him where I'm from, living, see, like, yeah. Tu comprends ce que je dis en français, tout ce que je dis? La nuit est tombée. La nuit, I think I said it right. La nuit est tombée. That means like it's nighttime. La nuit est tombée. Let me see. Did I say that right? La nuit est tombée. Oh, okay, let me see. Il fait nuit. La nuit est tombée. But I can say la nuit est tombée. Yeah, I said it right. Yeah, la nuit est tombée. Yeah. Du te protège, mon cousin. Oui, je te comprends bien. Je vous laisse maintenant. Bonne nuit. OK, bonne nuit, mon frère. Bonne nuit. À bientôt. I just took, j'ai fait un capture de l'écran parce que je veux partager les commentaires. So it could be a couple of hours early for you. Yeah, but that's it for the night, y'all. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for being here. That's the end of the last. C'est tout pour en ce moment. A bientôt. Hasta luego, mis hermanos. Hasta luego. Nos vemos. Buenas noches. So I'll see y'all later. Thank y'all for being here. Don't forget to watch the videos. It was a great pleasure talking to all of y'all. All right. See y'all later. See ya.